I also should probably say that I am in no way any kind of like, not even close to being a dietitian or an expert at this. This is just what's worked for me. I could tell you everything that I ate, drank, and did to work out in a week and be like, I lost 15 pounds. You should do this. You could do it and lose 5. You could do it and lose 30. Like every person has a different body. Every person has a different lifestyle. You can look to other people for advice, but you can't look to other people and do exactly what they do and expect to get the same results. I guess that's what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna tell you guys what I did that worked best for me. Take what you want from it. These are just my tips and tricks.
Choose your fighter. Fight.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dana. I'm 24 years old and I create vlog style videos for my channel. I'm also currently on a weight loss journey, so if you're here from TikTok, I appreciate you. Welcome. I recently posted a video on TikTok because I finally hit my 30-pound like hurrah, I guess you could call it. I started out as 198 pounds in January and I am now at 168. A couple days ago at least I haven't gone on the scale because I was like celebrating, so we'll see. But moral of the story is that within the last 9 months I've worked my butt off and I'm finally at a good spot where I can notice a huge difference physically and mentally. I can't even tell you how much I have changed just since gaining my confidence back. It feels really good, and I've had a lot of questions and there's no way that I'd be able to fit all of the answers into a 1-minute TikTok video. So I am creating this YouTube video for those of you who have questions. I'm going to go through a lot of the questions that I was asked and answer them for you here. So I want to start out with the main important thing, at least what's most important to me. So I had a lot of questions about just like, how did you do it? How did you stay motivated? How did you lose 30 pounds? Like, some people were confused because I was doing this 30-day running challenge where I was running a mile every day for 30 days, which I completed September 15th, I think. So August 11th to September 15th. I ended up skipping a couple days. It is what it is. Like, I ended up finishing it and I felt really great after, but some people were confused that I had lost the 30 pounds in 30 days. That is not true. So I just put together a list really quick. If you take anything away from this video, I hope that it is these 7 tips that I just kind of created while I was like in the zone. Number 1, the very first thing that I think you should do before you start out on a weight loss journey or wherever you are in your journey, just take a minute with yourself to tell yourself, and it sounds stupid, I know, but to tell yourself that you are beautiful and you are capable and you are worthy of accomplishing this goal. No matter how dumb it sounds to you right now, I promise you that it will get you somewhere. I started my journey in January, but I didn't really start to lose weight until like April. But I include the January to April time frame in my journey because I was working up the confidence to just go to the gym or to finally change my diet. And that within itself is part of the journey. It's part of reaching your goal. So to take the time to just sit with yourself and believe in yourself, tell yourself that you're beautiful, whether you think it or not, or handsome, whatever, whether you think it or not is a huge part of just getting there. Because if you don't think that you're worth it, if you don't think that you're worthy of accomplishing this, if you don't think it's ever going to come, or you're not willing to wait for the results, then you're never going to get there. And that took me forever to realize. So don't do what I did and sit on your ass for 4 months and try to decide if like it's really worth it. Like, it is worth it. Go out there and do it and make sure that you are confident in yourself, whether you feel it or not. Just tell yourself it. Number 2, start by changing your diet. It's probably the hardest part, at least for me it was, but your body will thank you for it. If you don't have money to go to a gym, you don't have time to go to a gym, you don't have the confidence yet to go to the gym, just start in the kitchen. Like, stop getting food out, stop drinking beer, stop like going out to parties and ordering pizza at 2 o'clock in the morning. Those were my biggest issues. That's where I had to make the changes first. Was at home, I started cooking my own meals, I looked up recipes, and I ended up finding a lot of foods that I actually loved and that are easy to make. I mean, like, I am the farthest thing from a good cook, and I just found out how to pop Brussels sprouts in the air fryer and like, you're good to go, and it's filling. So I would just suggest that you start in the kitchen if you can't start in the gym, or if you don't feel like you have it in you to get up and run in the morning or whatever it is. Diet is like 70% of the whole goal. So number 3, drink lots of water. If you don't even feel like you're in this place to change your diet yet, just add more water to your day. Drink water as soon as you wake up. Drink a whole glass of water before you go to bed. You might wake up in the middle of the night to pee, but you get used to it. I bought a hydro flask. It was kind of expensive, but it was the best investment I've ever made in my life. I fill it up like 3 times a day. It keeps you full, it keeps you hydrated, and it keeps you energized. Like, I still drink coffee at least like 3 or 4 times a week, but the water is like, it's unbelievable how much the water actually helps you, and people have been telling me it for like years, but I was so into soda. All I did was want to drink Diet Coke. Just start by replacing those drinks with water, and your body will be like, what the heck? Why have you taken so long to do this? Number 4, start working out. So if you've done your diet, you've added water, you've told yourself that you're worthy of this goal and you're going to accomplish it, go to the gym, get a membership. I go to Planet Fitness. I love it. You can tan and go to the gym for 25 bucks a month and bring a guest every time if you want. Like, to me, that's, you can't beat it. 25 bucks a month is like 3 trips to Chipotle, and you probably already do that. At least I did. So start incorporating workouts into your routine. If you don't know how to do workouts like me, because I'm a total rookie, look up YouTube videos. There's TikToks. It's so easy now to like find videos on Instagram, YouTube, whatever. Personally, I'm obsessed with Megan Grubb. I've been obsessed with her for almost a year. Her YouTube is amazing. I love her vlogs. I follow her on Instagram, follow her on TikTok. She posts awesome things that beginners can do, because a lot of it's like free weights, so you can do anything that she posts with just your body weight if that's what you want to start out with, whatever you're comfortable with. Don't push yourself. If you go to the gym and walk for 10 minutes, you've at least moved more than you were. So just keep that in mind. Don't go to the gym and be like, I'm gonna run 3 miles, because you could hurt yourself. It's not good. Honestly, me deciding I was gonna run a mile every day for 30 days after not running since like senior year of high school was probably a bad idea, and I did hurt my back. So just take it slow and then eventually build up. And it sounds like easier than it is, but just believe in yourself and trust the process. Number 5, do not deprive your cravings. Do not deprive your body of what you are craving. Instead, start by limiting your intake. If you want Oreos, but you usually sit down and have half a sleeve of Oreos, just limit yourself to 3. Take 3 out of the box, put the rest on the top shelf, get in your bed, get cozy, so you don't want to get back out to get them. I'm telling you, it works. It works for me, because that was me. I would eat an entire sleeve of Oreos in one sitting. If you really like to go to McDonald's, but you go like, you were going like 3 times a week for breakfast or something, just decide that you're gonna do it once a week. And then if you once you start like weaning things like that out, it becomes so much easier. I started like weaning sweets out of my life, and McDonald's. Actually, these are 2 very true things. That's why I'm using them as examples. And now when I eat them, I feel sick, which also isn't great. But like when I eat chicken nuggets from McDonald's now, I like feel like I'm going to be sick. So if that's the way my body's going to handle it, then that's probably a good thing, because you shouldn't be eating them anyway, because it's bad for you. But you can't just quit cold turkey. You can't cut them out. That can result in like some really serious health issues. I did like a lot of carb cycling, and I actually kind of ran into some trouble on TikTok, because I got a lot of like backlash from people saying like, you're promoting this kind of lifestyle. And while I did see a lot of improvement in my body from cutting carbs every once in a while, it's just not the right way to do it. And it's only going to bite you in the butt when you start to eat carbs again. So diets, I've slowly but surely realized like aren't really going to be my thing. I'm not depriving myself of what I'm eating. Just get up and be active and drink lots of water, because it'll help like flush that out. Number 6, track what you eat. And this is not because I'm telling you to count your calories, because I made that mistake and that's really tricky. But just to like look back on your day. So my app that I love to use is called Noom. I track everything that I eat on there. If you want to keep a journal at your desk and write whatever it is that works for you, track what you're eating, only because then at the end of the day, you can look back and be like, oh, this true story, my stomach kind of hurts. Well, I'm going to look back at my log, and I had an entire sleeve of Oreos today, and I had 3 different snacks today, all of which were unhealthy, and I had 3 iced coffees today. Like, just logging it will give you like the opportunity to look back on it and be like, well, that's why I'm not losing any weight, or that's why I feel so shitty at the end of the day. It will just give you kind of an insight on where you're at and like what you need to do to start weaning foods out or working out or whatever it is. Last one, fill up on proteins or vegetables. Veggies are like my new best friend. Your body needs carbs, I've already said that, so make sure that you're including carbs too, and sugars. But vegetables, like 2 cups of vegetables, I can't even eat 2 cups of vegetables and it fills me up. Like for dinner, I usually do like a protein, so like salmon, tofu, shrimp. I don't really eat meat, so I'll do like a veggie burger or something. And then I eat like 2 cups of veggies on the side, and I am full. Also, I recommend for desserts those Yazzo bars. I'm gonna like show a picture right here and I'll link them below. Not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, but they are so freaking good. I love the chocolate and the mint chocolate ones, and I've heard really good things about the raspberry chip ones as well. They're 100 calories. They're like frozen Greek yogurt bars, and they are so delicious. So recommend that for dessert if you're still hungry. But if you eat 2 cups of vegetables, you might not be hungry. Next, I'm just gonna go through a couple of the questions that were left on my video. First of all, I had a lot of people just say like that they were so proud of me, like these strangers I don't even know, like I'm proud of you. And the biggest change is your confidence. I'm so happy for you. Guys, I wish that I could like explain how bad of a place I was at the beginning of the year. My job was not what I wanted. I wasn't in the ideal situation. Just I'm not gonna go like into detail. Where I was just not, it wasn't me, it wasn't working, and I slipped. Like I was just in a really dark place. And for those of you who have been around for a while, you know that I struggle with anxiety and depression. I see a therapist. I'm very open about it, but that was probably the darkest place that I've been in, and I got out of it. I moved home in early February. I started a nanny job. I love my kiddos. Like they bring joy to every day. It's amazing. But I then was able to move out of my parents' house and get an apartment with an old friend. Like it's working out. Just devoted all my time to myself, and it's the best thing I could have ever done for myself, and I'm so happy. Making time to run every day, like my confidence really is there finally again, like, which is why I was able to dig my camera out and start YouTube again, because I'm feeling better about myself and I feel like I'm on the right path finally, and that is the best feeling ever. You can't beat it. And if you're feeling like you're in like a bad place, and a lot of it may come from lacking self-confidence, I'm not saying to go and lose 50 pounds, but think about it. Think about what it is and who it is, whatever, where you are, what it is that's like making you feel that way, and make a change, because it took me forever to make a change, and here I am, and these people are noticing it. These people that don't even know me are like, you look so happy, like your confidence is radiating. Like these comments are great. I'm not putting this out there to get like this kind of response, but it helps. Like it helps seeing this, and that these people that like don't even know me are like noticing the difference in my confidence, and that is like, it's just life-changing. I also had a lot of people reach out and say like, I'm on this journey too, or like, we were at the same starting weight, or I just lost 40 pounds, I just lost 30 pounds too, like go us, like we got this. Like I love that. I love that. Girl gang, baby. I had a lot of questions about my app that I was using, because I did post, like you can see my weight, like the number that I weigh, my water weight, my muscle mass, my BMI, and that's another thing that I need to go into. Basically, is just like what you weigh, and that number doesn't really matter, which is why I own the scale that I do, because I can kind of see like, okay, well I went up like a couple pounds, but my muscle mass is increasing, so that's why. Like muscle weighs more than fat, we all know that. So like your weight might be increasing, but it might be because you're building muscle, because you're working out. So I highly recommend my scale. It's in my link tree, which is linked in my TikTok and my Instagram, but I'm gonna link it below here. It's called Body Composition Scale by Weight Gurus. My big bought it for me. Shout out to you, Paige, I love you. She sent it to me as motivation to work out way back in like May, and it has worked so well ever since. Like 7 people can use it. You hop on, it connects to your phone. It's a Bluetooth scale, so you download the app, and then it'll keep track of everything. It gives you like a graph, all sorts of information, and it is so helpful. A little pricey, but so worth it. Can't even say that because my big bought it for me, but love her. Okay. RSB Ship said, yes, currently down a bunch of weight, and people ask, but it's all about mindset and restricting. Did it so many times and failed. It's all about balance. So exactly what I've been saying this whole video. You have to find that balance, because if you just restrict yourself, you're not going to get anywhere. And if you don't restrict at all, you're not going to get anywhere. Live your life, but like limit what you're, instead of like going out and blacking out, just get a couple drinks. Instead of getting an IPA, get vodka sodas. Like there are healthier versions. These are just my suggestions again. Okay, so I had a comment that said 30 days question mark. I'm starting tomorrow. This could be a joke, I don't know, but again, I did not lose 30 pounds in 30 days. That is not what happened at all. It took me since January. I had a lot of people ask that too. They were like, how long did this take you? How long did this take you? It's taken me since January to get my ass moving, and it's fluctuated a lot. Like I was still like 183 in June, so it's a lot of it came off like within the past couple months, but like I said, I include January to now because all of that was just getting the mindset to go to the gym. With COVID and everything, like there was a lot of big changes in my life, so it was just kind of like finding the balance. Brittany Carson 9 says, the running 1 mile every day for 30 days, is that a straight mile or walking some of it at the beginning? For the mile, I was just like, I'd walk out of my apartment. If you guys saw the videos on TikTok, there's 30 of them, go binge them. I would just start my watch and I'd just go for it, and I would run until it buzzed that I was at a mile. Sometimes if I was feeling it, I went 1.5 miles. If I wasn't, I had like mapped it by the 20th day. I had pretty much mapped exactly where I needed to go, like my route, in order to get back to my apartment door, like right around a mile. But if I was a little farther from my door, I'd either walk back to my apartment, obviously to get back into my apartment, or I'd finish running it. So sometimes it would be a little over a mile, sometimes I'd walk it, whatever, but I always just started off by just running. Definitely stretch before you do it, and if you've never run a mile, don't just like set out to do it. Reach out to somebody who, like a personal trainer or somebody that already goes to the gym and can kind of help you like get started. To lose weight, did you just run a mile every day for 30 days? Did you do additional exercises? When I did like the 30-day running challenge, I basically just made, I don't know, this might be a thing, but I kind of just like made it up for myself. I just ran. That's all I did. I barely made changes to my diet. I didn't really do any other exercises other than a couple days that I skipped, like because I'd come home late or whatever. I sometimes would do like squats or abs like in my room just to make up for it. I never did any other exercise. Like I wouldn't come home and like do squats on top of it or anything. And then from like March to August, because August is when I started this 30-day running challenge. From March to August, I didn't really go to the gym because of COVID. That whole time was just making changes in my diet. Ariel says, okay, but this is spooky because I started at the same weight and I am 30 pounds, lost 2. LMAO. Congratulations, girl. Keep killing it. You keep killing it. Lansheen, it's crazy to see how different people's bodies look at the same weight. I'm 177 and your starting weight, your body already looks so much better than mine. Also very important. So sweet, but that's so important to realize is that I've looked at people, so my starting weight was 198, and I've looked at people who were 198 and like looked good because they were like 198 pounds of muscle, and there were people that were also 198, 200 pounds, whatever, that I was like, do I look like that? Because people carry their weight in different spots. Take that in consideration too. The number is not everything. This girl's beautiful. So she's like, I'm 177, so she technically weighed a lot less than me when I started, but she's saying that I looked better than her now, which is very sweet, but I'm sure that's not true. You just have to make sure that you're taking into consideration that everybody's different. That's why the number just like doesn't really mean anything. I posted a TikTok that was my hour-long cardio. Sometimes I don't know, before COVID, this is what I was doing. I'd go to the gym and I'd do like an hour of cardio. I'd do 25 minutes on the elliptical, 25 minutes on the bike, and 10 on the stairs at your own pace. Like, it doesn't need to be a consecutive hour. Take breaks in between, stretch, get water, whatever. So this girl said, how many calories does it burn? So 189 was on the elliptical, 135 on the bike, and then it doesn't say on my stairs, but somewhere around there. It might be on my watch. Amazing. I'm currently attempting to run a mile every day and it gets so much easier. You look beautiful. So thanks. Day and night 6. So I'm currently attempting to run a mile every day, they said. That's key. Like, just getting up and being like, I'm gonna go run a mile. Like, that is better than just sitting in bed. Even if you're maintaining your weight, if you lose 5 pounds but you wanted to lose 10, and you could beat yourself up because you're like, I never got to 10 pounds. Like, I'm being a lazy person. Like I've done that. I've been like, I only lost 5 pounds. You still lost 5 pounds and you're keeping it off. So that's a huge accomplishment within itself. You're still making progress. Don't let yourself get down on that. I was at the same start weight. It's crazy what 30 pounds carries, how much your confidence grows. Keep going, girl. You got this. All about how you feel. Maggie Naughton. I appreciate you and that comment. 30 pounds, I swear to God, it all came off in my face. Like, I can't even believe how different I look. I feel like I look like when I was younger again. It's such a great feeling. The biggest glow up is how you feel. I'm telling you that right now. Like, I just feel lighter. I feel happier. I feel so much better about myself. And it's not all about the weight, it's not all about the number, it's just being healthier and living a healthier lifestyle. It's amazing how much more energy you'll have and how much better you'll feel about yourself. I got the scale after seeing your first video with it, and I love it. Thanks for sharing. PS, keep killing the game, girl. Ginger on the loose 0. Shout out to you. I love that username. I love that you got the scale, and I hope that you love it. I am so happy that Paige got me that scale. It's like my lifesaver, and I'm telling you, it's so much, like, it's worth it, because you see that number and you might get discouraged, but I've watched my BMI go down, and that's like the best feeling. A lot of people asked how the scale works. There's 2 like sensors that you put your feet on, and those apparently are supposed to like be able to tell everything. Like, I don't know, Paige described it as if they're like shooting up your body and like can get the information that way. So I don't know if that's right, but I just go by it because it's better than just getting a like any old scale and just having some random number show up. It wouldn't be a random number, but you know what I mean? Like, it's better to see that and see where the weight's coming from, whether it's off a little bit or not. I'm sure that it's off a little bit, but like, just to be able to see like why that number is showing up. It's the best thing ever. I'm in the process of trying to lose 50 plus pounds. Weight is dropping super slow. How do you stay motivated? You look amazing both ways, by the way. Liz is a lizard. 50 pounds is a lot of weight. And I'm sure that you're doing great, and weight might be dropping really slow, but that's normal, totally normal. And I'm honestly glad that it is not going as fast as you may want it to be, because that probably means that you're losing it in a healthy way. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't get discouraged. I've hit plateaus many of times. It's taken me 9 months just to lose the 30. I never even thought that I'd get to this point, but like I said, it took me until April-ish to just admit to myself, like, I'm gonna get here. I have it in me. I'm gonna stay motivated. And just telling yourself that and like using those tips that I said at the beginning are the absolute best way to stay motivated, at least for me. Crazy how more than the physical change, you can see the mental change that is happening every single day. Again, mental change is like a huge thing. My doctor's been recommending for like 2 years because of my anxiety to go work out. Well, my issue was that I have major anxiety about working out, because then like I start to breathe really heavy and I'm always scared I'm gonna like pass out or something bad's gonna happen to me. So if that's you, running is like actually such a great way to like to work off the anxiety, because a lot of my anxiety, at least, is induced from like any feeling of being stuck or like in the same place, or like I need to like get up and walk. I need to like get my mind moving to like stay out of having an anxiety attack. So running is good because it's like tricking your mind, like as if you're running away from any situation that you're in that's making you anxious. That's what helps me. My doctor told me it like 2 years ago, and it's taken me until now to realize that. So if this is the sign that you need, go run, go walk, go do something like physical, even if you think it's going to make you more anxious, because for the longest time I was so afraid of it, because I was like, well, what if I pass out, or what if I start to like have trouble breathing or something? What if I have asthma that no one's known about for 23 years? Like, that's not going to happen. So don't let that stop you. The mental change is a really huge thing, and it's so sweet that so many people noticed it. Okay, I'm ending with this comment from Grace. Weight loss is so incredibly hard, and there will be so many tears, and you will learn so much about yourself that you never knew. So worth it. That's everything I could have, that's this whole video summed up in one comment. That is exactly true. That is everything that I could have ever said about it. I'm still on this journey. I still have ways to go, and even when I get to my goal, I'm still going to be working, because you got to keep it off. You got to keep living your like healthy lifestyle. Like I've said, it's not all about the number and about your weight. It's about living a healthy lifestyle. So just because you might get to your goal weight, don't let yourself fall back, and you know, don't put it back on. And focus more on the fact that your body is feeling healthier. You're feeling more energized. You're filling yourself with vegetables and protein instead of, you know, I don't know, beers and burgers, because all 4 years of college, that's what I did to myself, and that's what put me in this situation. So that's how I'm ending this video. If you do happen to be new here and you like this video, be sure to give it a like. Also, if you are in the same kind of position I am, starting to like figure out the ways of life, I suppose, early adulthood, and I'm on this weight loss journey. So if any of those things interest you, you want to follow my journey with me, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys so much if you watch this video all the way to the end. Thanks for sticking around. I can't wait to see where else we're gonna go with this. So don't forget to check out the links below that I provided for y'all. I hope that some of you are inspired to live a healthier lifestyle. If you're already there, keep going. I love you. You got this. I appreciate all the love so much. It's like, I don't know if I'd really be here this far in my journey without it. So I'm glad that I decided to document it on the internet, even though this is probably the scariest risk I've ever taken, because I'm here. So thank you guys so much for watching again. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.